This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. On Friday morning, just before noon, the Annapolis Police Department responded to the 900 block of President Street in HACA's Harbour House community in the Eastport section of Annapolis for a home invasion and an assault. The male victim reported that he was entering his apartment when Michael Davis of Annapolis forced open the door behind him. Davis obviously was not welcome there. When he forced himself in, he grabbed a sword and a sheath that was hanging on the wall and began threatening to kill the initial victim and another male that was inside of the apartment. Davis did fall on his back, and the victims were able to hold him until police arrived. They did arrest him and charged him with 2 counts each of first and second degree assault, home invasion, fourth degree burglary, reckless endangerment, and trespassing, and he is being held at the Jennifer Road Detention Facility without bond. Also over the weekend, the Annapolis Police Department is investigating 2 separate shootings, and both of them happened on Sunday the 3rd. In the first shooting, the Annapolis Police were responding to the Anne Arundel Medical Center for a shooting victim who had presented himself at the hospital. When they arrived, they found their 36-year-old male victim had reported that he was a passenger in a vehicle on Forest Drive near Domino Road when the suspect who was driving the vehicle shot him in the lower leg. The suspect was identified as Marvin Tejada, 37, of Edgewater. Strangely enough, he was located at the hospital and arrested and charged with attempted first-degree murder and 8 other charges relating to the shooting. He's being held at the Jennifer Road Detention Facility without bond as well. A little bit later on at 9 p.m., the police were dispatched to the 1400 block of Tyler Avenue. This is in HACA's Robinwood Neighborhood for a report of shots being fired. As they were responding, they received another call about a gunshot victim in the 1300 block of Tyler Avenue, which is also in the HACA's Robinwood Neighborhood. When they arrived, they located a 22-year-old male victim who reported that he was in the 1400 block and shot in the leg. The victim was transported to an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police do not have a suspect on that, and if anybody has any information, they're asked to call the Annapolis Police Department detectives at 410-260-3439. Up in Anne Arundel County, over the weekend, an Anne Arundel County police officer was responding to the Corridor Marketplace on Laurel Fort Meade Road for a report of a large crowd that had gathered watching vehicles perform what they called racing maneuvers in the parking lot. The crowd was estimated to be in excess of 100 people, and the unidentified officer at this point pulled into the parking lot with his lights and sirens activated and struck at least one pedestrian with his vehicle. The Anne Arundel County Police have suspended the officer pending the investigation into the incident, and he is suspended with pay. Now, this seemed odd to suspend an officer immediately for something like this, but a video of the incident did surface on the Arundel First Alert Facebook page, and it does look like the car actually sped up as it nosed its way into the crowd. It is that time of the year again. It is time to register for your health insurance if you do not have it supplied by an employer. This is the open enrollment period for the Maryland Health Exchange, and they are touting another drop in upfront cost for health insurance, but it's really kind of smoke and mirrors in my opinion. The open enrollment did open on Friday. It lasts through December 15th, and we have 2 choices for insurance: Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield and Kaiser Permanente, so there's not a whole big choice there. And each of them are required to offer 2 low-deductible plan options this year. But what's really happening is that premium prices are finally decreasing a little bit, but the out-of-pocket costs associated with a lot of the plans are continuing to increase, making the insurance unaffordable, but just for a different reason. Both Care First and Kaiser were able to decrease their rates by an average of 13% for this year, but that's after 4 years of double-digit price hike. Yeah, but we know how to do the math there. Jack it up 50 or 60%, cut it 10%, and say that we saved you all sorts of money. Currently, right now, there are about 6% of Marylanders that are uninsured. If you need to enroll or you want to investigate the plans, you want to go to marylandhealthconnection.gov, and that's Maryland all spelled out. All right, that does it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. And actually yesterday we had an interesting opinion piece from Josh Mazer again on the HPV controversy. You might find that interesting. But today it is Tuesday and it is Ticket Tuesday. And of course our friends at the Ram's Head, who are always so generous to us, have given us 2 sweet tickets to Table 201, which is the owner's table, for the Big Damn Blues Revolution Tour. This is the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band. p.m. And this show is on Sunday, November 10th at 8 o'clock with the doors opening at 7 p.m. This will be a great show if you are into blues. And Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band is an awesome band to see. Again, many thanks to Ram's Head on stage. Send me an email. Be the 14th person to send me an email saying, I want to go see the Big Damn Band, and I will make sure I leave those tickets for you at the box office. And coming up on Thursday on the Maryland Crabs, we've got a deep conversation with Todd Rosenthal, who's a global security expert. He has a bunch of tips on keeping us all safe, whether we're walking on the street, whether we're sitting in our home, our car. And he also has some very sobering and, quite frankly, some scary thoughts on how you might be vulnerable. This will be one that you definitely want to check out. That episode does drop at noon on Thursday on the Maryland Crabs, so you do want to check that out. And, of course, if you're anywhere where you can leave us a recommendation or a review, please do that. That would be much appreciated. Now just sit tight for about a minute. We have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast, and he is coming right up.
Hello, friends. This is Brian Griffiths from RedMaryland.com, inviting you to the 2020 RedMaryland.com Leadership Conference, Saturday, January the 11th, 2020, at the Doubletree Hotel in Annapolis. Confirmed speakers include Congressman Andy Harris, Commerce Secretary Kelly Schultz, Transportation Secretary Pete Ron, Senator J.B. Jennings, Senator Steve Hershey, Senator Justin Reedy, Delegate Nick Kipke, Delegate Kathy Shalega, Delegate Lauren Erican, WBAL Radio's Andrew Langer and Jerry Rogers, Maryland Federation of Republican Women President Diana Waterman, Maryland Young Republicans Chairman Maria Sophia, Lauren Bogley from the Maryland Right to Life, and so much more. Tickets are available at redmarylandconference.com. Sponsorship opportunities and vendor tables are also available. That's redmarylandconference.com. Don't miss out on your opportunity to attend the redmaryland.com Leadership Conference, Saturday, January the 11th in Annapolis. Once more, buy your tickets now at redmarylandconference.com.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, November 5th. Yesterday was a nice start to the work week, and today will be even better, with less wind and temps a bit warmer with highs in the 61 to 67 degree range. Then it's more sunshine and 50s tomorrow, followed by mixed skies and highs near 60 on Thursday, before a cold front moves through late in the evening and overnight hours, bringing some definite rain, and maybe a chance of a few snowflakes as well, as the real story will be well below average temps Friday through the weekend, with highs Friday and Saturday only in the 40s, followed by 50s on Sunday. And with that blast of cold air, could be some temps in the 20s across Anne Arundel County on Saturday morning, with the general expectation being that temps will stay below average through much of the first half of November. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMD VA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific? The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.